It's no secret that artificial intelligence stocks have dominated the market for the last few years, with firms like PwC, which is one of the big four accounting firms, claiming that AI could add $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030. The hype makes sense. I mean, who wouldn't want a piece of that AI pie? It's like finding out your toaster can also do your taxes. Of course, everyone's would be in right. The revolution's poster child, Nvidia, NVDA on NASDAQ, saw its stock skyrocket nearly 1,000% from late 2022 to today. But the last few months haven't been as kind. After reaching its highest peak in June, shares of Nvidia are down about 10%. More significant market fears, mixed with slower growth, have caused some to cool on the once red-hot stock. So, where to from here? Maybe to a therapist, because the stock market's mood swings are worse than your girlfriend's. But anyway, Nvidia's AI summit will be a big day for the company and the industry. As the de facto leader of the entire industry, Nvidia needs to continue to do just that: lead. This 2024 AI Summit, which begins on October 7th, is a chance for the company to bring together some of the biggest faces and best minds in the industry to help push AI forward, all while keeping itself front and center. It's similar to throwing a party and making sure everyone knows you brought the best snacks. One of the primary questions investors have for the company, and it's a very legitimate one, is: are the real-world applications of AI that impactful? Is the incredible cost of AI hardware worth the investment? This summit will be a chance for Nvidia to showcase the myriad ways AI can be used to return real value. It's a chance to justify the enormous cost of its chips and, ultimately, the price of its shares. Basically, Nvidia's out here saying, it's expensive, but wait until you see what this bad boy can do. The event in and of itself is unlikely to move the needle, but it may help ease some fears and get investors thinking about the possibilities and power of AI. Luckily, the event isn't happening in a vacuum. Here are a few reasons why Nvidia is in a prime position to capitalize on the event. Besides, if all else fails, they can always throw in some free snacks at the summit. Snacks always help. According to a recent report by Tom's Hardware, the company is ready to ship the first batch as early as December, only about 6 weeks behind the original schedule, although these reports have yet to be confirmed by Nvidia. If true, it would do a lot to ease investors' fears and show that the company went above and beyond in fixing its mistake. I guess it turns out AI can fix problems faster than most of us can reboot our computers. Still, even if they don't ship until later in the quarter, the rollout will be huge for the company regardless. Their impact will be felt immediately, with billions in sales expected before the end of its quarter 4. Let's just hope these chips don't need an update as soon as they're out of the box. Because we've all been there. Nvidia's Blackwell chips are coming. In Nvidia's only major snafu since the AI boom took off, the company announced its latest line of chips, dubbed Blackwell, was delayed. Issues in its manufacturing meant they wouldn't be shipped on time. Nvidia assured that shipments would only be delayed a quarter. Despite these reassurances, some investors worried the issues were more fundamental and the delay would be longer. Nvidia's vision is its greatest asset. It's easy to get lost in the financial jungle. Balance sheets, income statements, all the accounting fun. But sometimes, what makes a company stand out isn't on a spreadsheet. It's the vision behind it. And Nvidia? They're basically seeing the future through 4K glasses. Under their CEO Jensen Huang's leadership, Nvidia has been a crystal ball for tech trends. Back in the 90s, when everyone else was still obsessed with floppy disks, Huang saw the future in computer graphics. Fast forward to today, and Nvidia's GPUs have supercharged the gaming world like a Red Bull for your console. It's not just a tech company. It's like the tech fortune teller you didn't know you needed. No wonder Nvidia controls 90% of the AI chip market. They looked at their GPUs and thought, why just make games look good when we can power an entire AI revolution? Meanwhile, their competition was napping like it was Sunday afternoon. Since 2022's AI boom, Nvidia's chips have been racing ahead, while other chip makers are stuck in slow motion, trying to catch up. It's like Nvidia is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers blindfolded. There was once a time when Nvidia and AMD were neck and neck. But now, Nvidia's making more in profit than AMD's making in total revenue. Ouch! If this were a boxing match, AMD would be in the corner, reaching for the ice pack. With Nvidia raking in the dough, they can throw more cash into research, development, and marketing, leaving their competition eating silicon dust. Considering its prospects, Nvidia is reasonably priced. Okay, let's put the jokes aside for just a second. Men lie. Women lie. But numbers don't. Numbers do matter. So, how does the market size up Nvidia? At a price-to-earnings ratio of 56, it's not exactly a bargain bin stock. But hey, you get what you pay for. A trailing PE ratio doesn't tell the full story though. Nvidia's forward PE ratio is a little more digestible at just over 30. In the tech world, that's practically a coupon deal, right up there with Apple and Amazon. So yeah, not too shabby. Now, let's break out the PEG ratio, which sounds fancy, but it's basically the PE ratio's cooler, smarter cousin. It divides PE by the expected earnings growth, and anything under 1 is a thumbs up. Nvidia's PEG is 0.94 in simple terms. There's room for growth like a teenager after their first growth spurt. It's like Nvidia's sitting on a rocket, and all it needs is a spark. Of course, numbers aren't perfect either. They're more like a weather forecast. Sometimes you need an umbrella, sometimes you don't. But with Nvidia's track record, foresight, and the tech world at its feet, they've got a solid chance to keep blowing expectations out of the water. Or at least, making their competitors wish they had a better umbrella. And hey, if you've made it this far in the video, congratulations! You're officially smarter than the average bear. So, while you're here, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment, and share. Let's spread the knowledge. Because sharing is caring, and also, algorithms love it. Now, before we end this video, here's my prediction. Nvidia's stock looks like it's gearing up for some potential growth in the coming months, driven by several key factors that investors should keep on their radar. I mean, who doesn't want to keep an eye on AI? It's basically the new avocado toast. Everyone's into it. And Nvidia is like the avocado supplier. They're primed to benefit significantly from this trend. So, in summary, Nvidia's upcoming event, the rollout of Blackwell chips, its dominance in the AI market, and a reasonable valuation all signal potential growth for the stock. But remember folks, the stock market can be as unpredictable as your Wi-Fi during a Zoom meeting. Anything can happen. Please note, this analysis is for informational purposes only. Don't blame me if your stock goes down faster than a roller coaster. Always do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making investment decisions.